junior, obviously, talked the offseason about Jared Curtis. What's he been like as a teammate from your perspective?
Man, he's coming along so well. All the four quarterbacks as well. They all been working, but he's been coming along as well. Like being a leader in this room. Hitting me up to throw sometimes. Like he's been overall a good player and a good person. It's just somebody you love to be around.
You're local. How wild has it been to see the perception of the program change from where it was to where it's gone the last 2 years?
Yeah. Honestly, it's a blessing to see like how far this program has overcome so much, and like a lot of other Nashville natives are getting along in this progress as well. Like I know a lot of people now who wants to stay home and come to Vanderbilt and be a part of this process. So it's just a blessing to see.
Piggyback off that, right? Taylor Tanner across the street, local kid. What's it mean just Vanderbilt athletics as a whole to be having that tie to the community here?
I think just someone from Nashville and being from Nashville, just having that platform and being the face of a program, it shows you so much about what the Vanderbilt team can be and like how important it is to the city.
How much easier was it to get a guy like Jared Curtis here after the success? I mean, the local kids, you grow up with the perception of the program. It's different than it's been the last couple of years. Just talk about the challenges of that. And like, were you involved at all in his recruiting process?
I wouldn't say I was really involved at all, but I think we did have a couple conversations, just reiterating the fact that being from here and just the love he has for the city, the love that all his family's here, so they'll be able to come to the game. I think all that plays a part in that and ties it all back into where we at right now.
What do you see from him on the field?
He's an ultimate competitor. I see that in all four quarterbacks. It's a blessing that we have a quarterback room that deep and that talented as they are. And the battle that there's going to be displayed during the spring is going to be amazing to see.
With Jared, how does the ball come out of his hand?
Oh, he can definitely spin it. I think all the quarterbacks throw a great ball, but he can definitely spin it. It comes out a little bit harder, but you got to catch it still.
Yeah, what's the challenge when the ball's got extra smoke on it as a receiver?
Just make sure you focus in more detail in your catch and just looking the ball all the way in. That's something you really got to focus on when the ball is coming hot at you like that.
You guys got a couple new transfer receivers in Ja'Cory Thomas and Cole Adams. Talk about what they've done and just how they've impressed you since they've got to campus.
Since they got to the campus day one, they've been what we thought they were. They're ultimate competitors, great athletes. As Cole Adams, seeing him today making a couple moves, and Ja'Cory catching a couple balls. They look really good out there. And just being that thing we need in the receiving room is what we need.
What are you most looking forward to about this spring season and maybe the foundation you're looking to build in these early days?
Just being more inclusive and everybody being more inclusive and getting tighter. It's a new team. We have, I think, over a third of the team is new. So everybody building a new relationship, getting new chemistry. The quarterback is what I'm really looking to see.
For you personally this spring, what are you looking to, maybe tighten up on or improve on before we get down into August?
I feel like since this is my last one, so I feel like just everything, tighten up on anything I lack, I can lack. If that's getting in the film room some more, or if that's meeting with my coach, or just getting out, catching some ball, whatever I need to do. This is the last one, so I got to do it.
Since you're the vet in that room, what's your role now with this team?
Bringing everybody on my back and carrying everybody up with me, just being that ultimate leader that I needed to be. So when I leave, it's somebody else now. Somebody else can be a leader and they can piggyback off that. So just a continuous, like the little domino effect.
There may be some people out there who say that, Eli's gone, Diego's gone. You guys were that was a 2-year fun run. Yeah. Clark said that that's kind of a motivation for you guys. You enjoyed the success last year, but I'm sure you hear that narrative out there. What do you say to that?
I would say even though that Diego and Eli were very great players and they did contribute a lot to this program, I feel like just Coach Lee being such a great coach that this train is not going to stop and it's only going to be up from here.
You've got a different guy under center this year. Other than that, has anything changed or been tweaked about the offense?
Nothing's really changed. We still the same team, still going to be efficient, very efficient on offense. And, ever since Diego's not here, it doesn't matter, still on the chain. So we need the same, what's it called? I forgot what it's called, but what I'm saying.
Losing Diego on the field is one thing. We have a 5-star, highly ranked quarterback coming in. But what about, we hear a lot on the outside about his impact in the locker room and just the way he makes everybody around, like he just fires everybody up. Like,
yeah.
How do you replace that?
Really, I feel like all the quarterbacks have that dog mentality in them, and that mentality that Diego had as well. And like I said earlier, like Diego's a great leader. He kind of gave those attributes to the guys that we have in the room now. So that just spreading around in the locker room is what's going to bring this team up.
How important is that? We see people see what happens on the field, but we don't always see what leads to that. How much of your guys' success is a result of things that happen that we aren't privy to?
Yeah, if somebody's going to be the captain of this ship, you know, we need to have that dog mentality, that attitude that he brings each and every day. You know, that's just not something that you should lack. You know, we need that edge to this program and to the team.
Talking about dog mentality, on the flip side of the ball, with you being a receiver, you get to go up against these DBs. What kind of challenges and, you know, tenacity do they bring on the other side that people need to be, you know, looking at?
In terms of defensive wise?
Yeah.
You know, well, our defense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Our defense, I feel like our defense is going to bring it each and every day. We're very physical. We're very physical at the break point, whatever, at the tackle point. And I feel like people need to know that we play at one speed only. You know, it's 100% full speed each and every day, and they're going to bring everything they got each play.